Hello, hi, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Sabah, and today we are going to discuss about my journaling system. I got a lot of questions regarding my journaling system, and a lot of people were really curious about my way of writing in journal. And so, yeah, that's why I made this YouTube video so that if anybody is curious and want to follow my journaling system, so yeah, for that reason. So, yeah, without wasting time, let's get into it. So first and foremost, we will talk about my commonplace journal. So this journal is my commonplace journal, and here I write everything, like things I'm working on, things I need to work on, and things I need to change, things I think still need improvement, and anything that comes into my mind. The kind of woman I want to be, the kind of life I want to live. So anything that comes into my mind goes into this journal. So as you can see, I have like kept tabs as well. So I have written like few pages itself in this journal, and the first one you can see here is 2026 ins and outs. So yeah, I'm very strict about my ins and outs in 2026, and some of my ins and outs comes from the things that I've neglected in 2025, which I don't want to do or repeat in 2026, and I want to you know become a better person in a lot of ways, and I want to improve myself, and I want to work on the areas that I've been putting on halt on. So yeah, so this is like my online one journal. So my next journal is a philosophy slash article journal. So I just pick up some topic and rewrite it. And when it comes to philosophy, I tend to ask myself certain philosophical questions about life and about things that I observed in society, and I tend to ask certain questions for myself, and then I tend to answer for that. Um, For example, here you can see I have written, ask myself a question, show off of the middle class versus the humble nature of rich. So, how certain times we tend to see this thing in society that, the rich people who don't show off considered very good people, humble people, but oftentimes they're not, you know. And likewise, people who are middle class and they reached certain position in their life and they tend to buy certain things, and people tend to, label them as show off people. So I've seen this pattern, and I have written my thoughts according regarding that, and which soon I'm going to release an article about. So yeah, so things I have observed in society, things I have observed in life about good and evil. Yeah, I tend to ask myself certain questions, then I tend to write my thoughts according to that. And next is I pick up some topic, as I said, article topic. For example, Irgu Pachu is a movie that I really like, and I've written like Irgu Pachu topic, and then my thoughts regarding that movie, why I watched that movie that many times, and which I have published the article as well. So that is my philosophy slash article journal. So this is my healing journal. So for the people who don't know, I'm taking therapy actually. So what my therapist does is she makes me sit with the feelings, and after the session, she tells me to write whatever I'm feeling and whatever I'm going through. So yeah, that's one thing. And also I have few journal prompts. I pick up one journal prompt at a time. I tend to sit and write about whatever I'm feeling, brutally honest. Okay, then I do self-parenting. For whatever answer that I've got, I do self-parenting, and I get to know what are my areas that I need to, like basically just being a good friend and good partner to myself, I would say. So yeah, that's what I do. For example, let's suppose say person A and person B had a fight. Like person A said certain things and person B lashed onto person A. So if you really think about it, a lot of the people, this is how people think about it. Okay, person B has anger issues. Actually, this person doesn't have anger issues. Neither they don't know how to control their emotions. It comes from a place of the need to be understood. This they have this superiority complex within them that I have to be superior, I need to be corrected, I know about myself, how can you blame me? So that's how they get into that fight, and that's how they get angry. If you know yourself, you don't need to get angry. Even if some other person is telling you 10,000 things, you will not care, right? So that's the thing. And so the way you should journal, the way I journal is ask yourself certain problems you have seen in your life, circle it, then ask why. After that, you will get certain answers. After that, again ask yourself why you are feeling this, and then you will get the root cause or the problems. For example, in the earlier example I have given you, the root causes need to be understood. If the person works on the need to be understood, they'll not get angry. So the same way, maybe you have validation issue. You will get to know your root causes. So see a scenario, ask yourself why, and then you will get into that. Keep on asking yourself why, and then you will get into that root cause of the problem. So yeah, this is the way I take my journaling process. It's very, very important journal for me, to be honest. I think through journaling I have healed a lot, and I have grown so much. I've just grown so much, to be honest. I got to know about myself a lot. Why do I feel certain things that I feel? What are the things that I'm missing on? I think I've become a good friend to myself, good partner to myself. I'm like, filling my own cup, not waiting around for somebody else to fill up my own cup. I'm happy filling up my own cup and getting to know about myself much more deeper. To think about journaling in this way, the more you know about yourself, the more you are in control of. When you are in control of yourself, nobody else can control you. Okay, even if they try to push your buttons, also you tend to know. Okay, because of this I might react, so I can work on this. So you're very much in control of your life. That's why I encourage people to journal, and yeah, you will get to know a lot about yourself, man. Journaling is something that you need to prioritize in life, I would say. So yeah, that's it. I hope it helps, and I will see you in the next video. Until then, take care. Bye bye. See you soon.